camera. That's it. This has gotten out of hand. Stop.
Best swimmer out here.
So they can leave.
Well, you can catch it.
This is our guide. His name is
Matt, hi.
Hey Matt.
Wait, what's Grant Person there?
Okay. I mean, I understood you, but control leader, does everybody have a buddy tag? No, not 1, 2, 3. Well, I just want to talk to the senior patrol leader. Who's the senior patrol leader?
Actually, he's not here.
Well, then who's in charge?
Ben.
Okay. Okay.
Everyone has one except 153. Where's your guy?
Okay, so you
They're
guys,
on their camp because they're lazy bums.
but you don't have a.
They didn't give us buddy tags.
The buddy tags come from a little.
Yeah, do you talk to people?
Where you guys from? Carrollton. All right. We got a staff right here from actually a little south of there. He's from the council just south of America. From out between Noonan, Carrollton, and Lagrange, somewhere out there. Anyway, welcome. We're going to give you guys your swim test this afternoon. Yeah. Coleman gave you the overview on the funny board. When you go out, after your swim test, you go out as a group. Make sure you hang your buddy tags in your campsite area on the outboard. Do not take them back to camp and lose them. It'll be really slow tomorrow if you don't have a buddy tag. So leave your buddy tag here, but always leave it in your campsite area on the outboard. Okay, y'all got your tags? Get your tags. Get your tags. They're gonna call them down there.
I'm gonna take my towel down there anyways, because I don't.
Now leave your towel here.
Fine. What?
Do dead man. Just put your head in the water. Big dead man. Alright, cool. I took the seat balls out of the water, yeah?
But he's not.
Not right there. Float.
Alright, float. Stop.
Throw my back.
Either way.
Don't touch it. Back away. Fast. Fast.
That's without moving your arms.
One more sharp turn. Keep your eyes.
Smile.
Make another sharp turn. What? When I closed, when I opened. You alright?
I swear, you can climb out whenever you at the last second. Wherever you
Hey,
Thomas.
hey
Show me your float.
Justin. Hello, Justin.
How you doing, buddy?
So this is where you've been all day.
You got to float.
Float, Thomas. On your back, motionless. There you go.
Stop moving.
All right, smile.
It's kind of like doing the backstroke, but doing like this. But you can only do it on the fourth lap. Fourth lap. Hey, fourth lap. For now, just do like freestyle or breaststroke or something like that.
Try to stay on top of the
For me? Can you blow for me?
Float, motionless.
Okay, good.
Smile, Steven. Taylor.
Alright, brother, turn around, go back. I didn't have to jump in after you, so that's a good sign.
Oh, gotta turn around for that one.
Not here. I can always locate them for you.
This is Shelly.
Very true.
Really? Dad, you too. What? Yes,
Earn campmanship. Receive $50.
I didn't get
$50 for that. Do you guys have the waiter to be waiter the full day, or do you rotate?
Well,
Well, we get to be Bowden tonight. We don't have our flag. Oh well. It's alright.
Can we get in the gaggle? Hey, ugly. No, let's
talk about yourself like that.
Say what?
Just don't make us go
The
laugh.
other troop wants us to come and play a game with them, so let's all go with the other troop and play a game. Oh boy.
Yay!
And thank each one of you for being with us this week at Bert Adams. We're looking for a great week this week. Looks like the weather's going to be good. A lot of great things in store. But for this to work, we got to follow some rules. I'm going to tell you what the rules are. There are 4 of them. You must follow the rules. If we follow the rules, I think we'll do well. Rule number 1. Scout is friendly. He is a friend to all and a brother to every other scout. So that's the way we'll relate to each other this week. We will relate to each other as brother scouts. Rule number 2. Let's accomplish some things this week. I've seen the request that your scoutmasters have given me. You've signed up for merit badges, for rawhide, for other things. You have some goals that you want to accomplish this week. Accomplish those goals. Work hard, accomplish some things. Rule number 3. Let's have some fun this week. If you're not having fun, you might as well have stayed home. So let's have some fun. Rule number 4. Everywhere you go, you need to have a water bottle. It's going to get hard out here in the day. The only way to solve this problem is to drink water. There's a couple ways to do that. You can drink water out of a bottle, or you can wait, not drink water out of the bottle. We'll go to the health lodge. From there, we'll take you to the hospital in Newton County. They'll have a big bottle of water. They're going to hang it up on a stand, put you on a leader, and they run a cord and stick some needles in your arm and give you water that way. You don't want to do it that way. It means you don't have fun while you're doing it. It hurts a little bit. It costs a bunch of money. This is the easy, best way to get your water is to drink it out of a water bottle. Everywhere you want to go, I want you to carry a water bottle. I want you to drink the water, fill it back up, and drink some more. 4 rules. Scout is a friend to all and a brother to every other scout. Let's accomplish some goals this week. Let's have a lot of fun.
Scout salute.
Now smile, say, oh, this is good food. That's right. Yum, yum.
Food is nasty.
Yum, yum. Look at that ham. Look at them green beans, English beans. Macaroni.
Ice cream
Oh, that chocolate ice cream. Yeah, look at that. I bet this is better than you got at JLT.
No, actually, this food's better. I mean, the food at JLT is better.
A friend of mine does all the orienteering stuff out here. Really? He comes out in the fall, they do a big Georgia orienteering society.
Good evening, Bert. Welcome to Bert.
Mikey!
Everybody say it.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
All right.
Now that you met us, may I introduce you the staff of Bert Adams 2005 Summer Camp. Here they are.
2005!
Known for quite a number of years from my last district. I've seen some troops that have been here forever and some troops that are here for the first time. I just want to let you know that we are very dedicated to your enjoyment of this week. You can find myself, you can find any staff member. We have about 50 of them running around. So if you can't find a staff member, we really have a problem. But I want everybody to have a great week. I want you, if you need something, to find me and we will try to make it happen. But you're here to be entertained and I don't do a real good job of that. So we're going to have Jamal come back out here because he's our resident entertainer. Maybe. Jamal? Coming? Yeah, there he is. My personal escort, ladies and gentlemen, Jamal. Okay. I'm going to do a song. You might have heard it. Just follow my lead and listen to the switches.
times I've been around that chick. Ain't no holiday. Ain't no holiday. You times I've been around that chick. Ain't no holiday. Ain't no holiday. Dude, that's my. That's my. That's my. You times I've been around that chick. Ain't no holiday. Ain't no holiday. You got one for the heels. It ain't working.
Bring me my important papers.
Oh my God. Got papers. Okay. Lord Vader, darkest and best breeding habits of them all. Here are the plans to the rebel base. I know you were looking for them. They're very important.
These are useful. But they're not my important papers.
No, 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 no,
Now bring me my important papers.
He sounds just like that.
Oh, Lord Ben, of the Handicraft Lodge, I have brought you the English No One Manifest book, so Allison can write decent lesson plans.
Okay. We need decent lesson plans?
Oh, of course.
I thought we were winning it. Indians, teaching kids, not important. Now bring me my important papers.
He's not even doing it, bro. What is he doing?
Lord Vader, I've looked all around the place trying to find these important papers. Now, is there any descriptions of what they might be? Like, what do they have on them or something?
Well, they're personally important to me. They're personally important to, we'll say, the Empire. And I'm gonna start killing people if best I get it.
Well, okay. I have a rock. I don't know if that would consider the important papers.
You're testing my patience with me. Give me the important
What
papers.
about phone numbers for my advisors? I don't know if that would affect you at all, but...
All guys?
No, actually one's a girl.
Which one? Oh, Jill, that's a, yeah.
But that
But,
wasn't what you
yeah, I'm gonna choke you, see?
Maybe I asked you. What about this? This is like so popular in one plants. Mountain Dew.
Yes!
Okay. Oh, I guess one of the new books is like it's the real time books.
I thought the series got pretty bad after the fourth one. Sorry. Well, I'll keep it, but important papers are, I'm gonna start choking.
SpongeBob stationery.
It could be used as important papers. We'll go with the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, choking hand ready. Ah! Finally, my important papers! Oh my God! Excuse me, I've got some business to do.
Alright, I'm going to play a couple of songs for you guys. The first one is one of my own. The staff really likes it, so I figured I'd share it with you guys.
It's screaming down past days. If it were my funeral, I'd probably still be late. Seasons and equities are crashing at the gate. If I said I'll be there, would you stand around and wait? Yeah, yeah, selling balloons on the boardwalk. There's a clown I used to know, and ever since that movie, all the kids are scared to go. Sticks to magic tricks as a couple's passing by, and the ribbon strings around his life are starting to untie. Yeah, yeah, solving reasons in her head, and she's watching as she's waiting for a man that isn't there. A cloudy winks, and then she blinks, and she wakes up from her dream. Anxiety fades, a smile creeps in, she'll wait some more for me. Yeah. This next one I'm going to play, for the last one, is a camp song. At least it was for me. I learned it at Philmont, and if you haven't been and you get a chance to go, it's a really cool place. But it's by a songwriter by the name of John Prine, and I heard on the radio probably about a month ago that he was honored by the Library of Congress as a national treasure. So, and I'm in charge of nature this year, so this song doesn't have anything environmental message. I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky where my parents were born. Some backwards old town, so often remembered, so many times my memories are worn. Daniel, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I was serving my son, stood and asked him to be about his country, so I won't live away. Sometimes we travel right down the Green River, the abandoned old prison down by Avery Hill, where the air smells like snakes and we shoot our pistols Empty pop bottles, that's all we kill. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River, where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, it's too late in asking. Just to be by this gold train, it's all on their way. The coal company came.
Hello, Bert.
Oh. Bert. I don't know him.
His name, Dylan.
There's
His
Bert.
name, Jacob. His name, Eli. His name, yeah, this kid right here in the white. His name, Jeffrey.
There's Brian.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
there's
Victor.
Quinn.
He knows us.
Harry Potter.
He knows him. Jim.
Stop talking.
This is great. Gordon, William.
Plastic
Yeah.
accidents.
If you're falling, kind of throw your arm out from yourself, okay? The last thing you want to do is to fall onto the axe.
No,
He's gonna do it that far. He's like riding a pony.
What's your percent? Please?
Yes, he's a real swinger.
Just keep going. Don't mind me. I'll be the player.
One more.
You feel comfortable doing that?
All right.
Lift that on. Now, before you lift it off, one of the things that you may want to do is use the brush to get all of the ashes on. So a little brush like this will be really helpful. I also like to use leather gloves because it is so easy when those hot coals are on top of the Dutch oven to burn the ends of your fingers. Now, when you take the lid off, you'll want to have a lid holder. So when you take this over, you can place it right on top of this. The bottom of the lid doesn't get dirty. So when you put it back on to cook with, it is all clean.
On you? What's in there? Chris, different?
This is mine. I like this here. Make sure no one like this right there.
Chris Terry?
Good job, Tyler.
He's not coming. He's not in the camp. He's just like crossed out.
Thomas Ward?
Here. Very high.
Ah.
Good luck for sure.
Thank you, ma'am. Wait, here we go. Get Mark smiling about his food. There we go.
Trying new alternatives.
And the first thing, before you're ever going to try something, is you have to change something about that word can. Take the T off the end and put an I in front of it, and start everything you do with I can.
Alright guys, we got all your menus in, I think. So, who was doing the flags?
Good evening, everybody. I'm so happy that you can make it out to our Indian War campfire. Tonight we have a couple different stories, some history stories, some cool little fun stories, and then some information about Order of the Arrow. I hope you learn a lot. I hope you enjoy it. This is all about our past, the history here, especially on those campgrounds of the Indians that once were. But first up, we have Ben Lett.
Space, this piece of land here. You know, this lake wasn't always here. This lake's been here, 100 years ago, Lake Jackson wasn't here either. That was a man-made lake. It was just a little river, a little creek here that flows down the Yellow River, flows to the Ocmulgee River, which eventually goes to the ocean. Think back 500 years. Think about this spot 500 years and what may have been going on, what might have happened here. 500 years ago, I'm not sure if anyone lived here, because 500 years ago, most of the natives of this area lived not in little villages out in the country like this. They lived in great cities. They lived in great cities like Etowah or Shiloh or Ocmulgee. As it turns out, the great city of Ocmulgee is not too far from here. It's, we know it now as the city of Macon, which is just down the road from us. But if you go to Macon, you can find the ruins of that great city, Ocmulgee. It was a great mound city. Probably 2,000 natives who lived within the confines of the city. There was a great temple mound and a great mound, the highest mound of all, where the chief lived. Each time that a chief died, they would burn his house. That was their custom. Whenever a noble person died, his house would be burned, and then the mound on which his house stood would be covered by more soil, and the next chief would build his house on top of that new, now higher mound. And so, as the generations of chiefs went on, the mounds got higher, higher, and higher. Some of us have actually had the opportunity to see at various places as they do excavations, how they excavate down through those layers of the mounds and find the remnants from different generations of chiefs. One of the great cities here in this part of Georgia was the city of Ocmulgee. And that perhaps we know that many, many natives lived in that city, and they've left their artifacts, pottery shards, and the other artifacts that are found there that our archaeologists have dug. It was about 500 years ago, but those cities disappeared. If you go back 400 years ago, those cities aren't there anymore. All that's left is those mounds and their remnants, and the cities are gone. By the time British settlers got here, more like 300 years ago, there's nothing to be found of those cities. What happened, do you suppose? Here's what happened. what happened is that in 1542, the first European exploration of this area occurred. This is well documented. It's documented in the journals. Fernando de Soto, who took an army, landed on the coast, and traveled throughout the southeast, visiting all the great cities. He visited the city of Okmulgee, and his journals show that. He visited the city of Etowah. Some of you know Etowah, up above Cartersville, above Lake Allatoona. This was another one of the great mountain cities. He visited those cities, and he was looking for something. He was looking for gold. He was looking for treasure as he came from Spain to this great uncharted country. And he looked for treasure. He asked the natives in the cities, where can I find the gold? Some of them may have told him some things. Frankly, he wanted it real bad. He tortured folks over that. He killed some folks over that. And then he went on to the next city, looking. He left widows and orphans as he went. More importantly, though, he left germs. Maybe you've read about this. The Native Americans were not immune to diseases that Europeans had. And so as he left, and they left their germs, within 20 years after De Soto had come through here, 80% of the population of those cities were dead. They died of diseases that they had never known of. Their medicine men had no solutions for these diseases. And people started dying, and the people that were left got scared. They didn't know what was going on. They said, there's got to be a problem. There's got to be something. We must abandon our cities. So they abandoned their cities and started going out to the little territories. They found the little rivers. They found the creeks. They said, we've got to get away from the cities because there's something in the cities that is killing us. So they abandoned their cities, went out to the rural areas. And that's probably when areas like this were settled. As a matter of fact, we know, some of our staff members know, that right here on Bert Adams Scout Reservation, actually on this side of the lake, way beyond the dam down there, there's an area where we found on the hillside a set of concentric circles of rocks. Rocks around the hillside. There's a central rock up at the top, and about every 10 feet there's a circle of rocks. And then another 10 feet down, another circle of rocks. We know it's in an area that was never farmed, an area that's never been cleared, an area that's been forested for all these years. What we believe, and we got archaeologists look at this, is we believe that that was probably a ceremonial ground for a group of Indians who probably left that city of Okmulgee when they got scared. Diseases were killing off all their people, and they came to a place on this creek, that place we now call Bert Adams, to go about fishing in the creeks, farming on the land, raising their corn, trying to build a life after those cities had been devastated by war in the seas. Of course, De Soto and the Spanish was not the only threat to Native Americans in this area. The other major threat was frankly another Indian group. We think a lot and talk a lot here in this part of Georgia, and particularly North Georgia, about the Cherokees. The Cherokees were not native to this area. Somewhere about that same time, the Cherokees, who had lived farther north, we know from their language groups that they're much more like the Indians of the Northeast, the Indians of New York and other areas. They came down because they were being run out up there, and they came looking for a new place to settle. And they came south, they came to this area that we now know as Georgia, and they began warring, and the local natives warred back, and they fought for many years. And we know what some of those stories are. Some of you perhaps hiked on the Appalachian Trail in Georgia. You probably have hiked one of the really beautiful hike sections in Georgia over Blood Mountain. Do you know how Blood Mountain gets its name? Blood Mountain gets its name because it was the site of one of those great battles between the Creeks who were defending their land, the Cherokees who had been run out from their land and were looking for a place to live. This great battle at Blood Mountain decided the blood ran down the mountain like rivers. At the end of that battle, and the Cherokees did win that battle, at the end of that battle, the remaining Creeks were herded up, taken into the gap, and slaughtered. And that's why we call the gap at the base of Blood Mountain slaughtered. Yeah, it goes back to that battle between the Creeks and the Cherokees. Well, after that battle, they did finally decide, we can't keep doing this. We can't keep killing each other over land. They settled on a boundary line. That boundary line is what we now know as the Chattahoochee River. And so all the territory north of Chattahoochee became the Cherokee territory. The territory south of the Chattahoochee River, including this area, places where many of us may live, was the area that the Creeks retreated to. And they went about their business. Of course, eventually, the Europeans, the British, came back. British began to settle in Georgia 300 years ago. And it's this little family that may have lived on this land here. They began hearing stories about, the folks down the coast. There's folks down the coast that are coming, and they wanted more of our land. No problem. It'll never get here. It'll never get here, but they hear the stories coming up. As the stories come up from folks coming up the rivers. There's folks down on the coast. They want our land. And I can imagine the conversations as they sat around the fire, eating their meal at night. I wonder if they'll ever get here. And Dad says, no, they'll never get here. We're too far away. We're too far upriver. They'll never find us here. Still, the mother probably said, I'm worried that we may lose our home here. Well, we all know, because we've studied this stuff, we all know that more and more folks came. They took more and more land. And eventually, within 100 years, by the early 1800s, the settlers, the new settlers in this land, wanted it. They wanted to own it. And they decided the natives have to go. They have to be taken away. You hear a lot about the Trail of Tears, because it was in 1838 that there was that terrible rounding up of all the Cherokees in North Georgia. You know that a good 13 years earlier, in 1825, all the Creeks, folks, natives who were south of the Chattahoochee River, they were rounded up too. They were rounded up because a treaty had been signed. This treaty had been signed by their chief, William McIntosh. You can imagine the anguish as he signs that treaty. He says, we don't want to give up our land. We want to continue living life the same way that we have. But we're not sure we can, because they keep coming. They keep wanting our land. They keep seeing battles. And the anguish as he tries to make the decision. Do we try to hold on? Do we keep trying to fight? Or do we give up and go away? They want us to go out west somewhere. They want us to go to the west. Do we just go? And he decided we've got to go. So he signed the treaty. Do you know where he signed that treaty? He signed that treaty at a place we now call Indian Springs State Park. It was another one of those places where the natives gathered as a ceremonial time. You know how far away it is from here? It's about 15 miles to Jackson, Georgia, and then about 3 miles beyond Jackson down that road. Less than 25 miles from here is where the final treaty was signed. And can you imagine another mother and father and native, perhaps grandchildren and great-grandchildren of that family that first wondered, will they ever get here? Struggling around the campfire. But you hear, they signed the treaty. We have to pack up. We have to leave. We have to go away. And so they did leave this land. This land where they probably fished in this little creek, celebrated the mound that we have right here on the property of Bert Adams Scout Reservation. We don't visit it often because we believe it's a sacred place, but we know it's there. We know it represents a culture that was here trying to live their lives and had to move away. Of course, what happens next after that is the settlers did come. As the natives were forced out, the settlers came. And so the next settlement, imagine another little boy. Imagine another boy that lived, and I think I know where he lived. And he lived on the bluff above the rifle range, frankly, high above the creek. We know it because we found the foundation of that first settlement house. We had an archaeology class that's actually gone and explored that. We know where that first settler family lived. And as they tried to build a life here in this new wilderness that had been occupied before by Indians, and there's a little boy excited about this new life at this place, right here, at this place we call Bert Adams Scout Reservation. Imagine a family, and they go out fishing, and they go out farming. Probably, I'm guessing the name was Pickett, because we know that it was one of those early settlers that built the bridge, the first bridge across the Yellow River here. It's called Pickett's Bridge because it was built by the Pickett family. And we still have that road right over on the other side of camp called Pickett's Bridge Road. That's the sacred ground that we have right here. So when we talk about Native American history in this part of the country, we're talking about the ground that we walk on every day at camp. So as you walk these grounds this week, as you walk back to your campsite tonight, I ask you to think about those generations of boys your age, whether it was the Indian boy 500 years ago who may have lived in that great city of Okmulgee, just a day's paddle away. For us now, about a 45-minute drive. Think about the boy 100 years later, after the cities had been abandoned, as the family had retreated, and that's where the name Creek comes from, retreated to the little creeks and tributaries to get away from whatever it was that had killed them all in the cities. Think about that boy as they tried, and his families tried to establish new life. Think about the boy another 100 years later who's wondering, will they ever come? As he hears his parents talking, yes, we hear these stories from the coast. Will they ever come and take our land too? The boy who wonders, what about the Cherokees who are coming and taking our land to the north? Think about the young boy, just your age, who hears one night at the dinner table, we have to move far away because our land has been taken, the treaty has been signed. And think about that settler boy, perhaps that Pickett family, the first family that lived here, helping his dad and his brothers build that bridge to build a new life here in this new land. It's a great history, a great tradition. There's much sadness in that tradition. Perhaps one of the greatest truths in that tradition. Boys all through the ages have loved this land, have used it as a place to play and work and build their lives. Thank you.
You might take the windscreen off.
That helps.
Oh, no.
What did he do? What do you do with his arm? Oh my gosh, this stinks.
Yeah, see, it really was me.
That was all them.
Oh, I should have told you. Huh?
Weather helmet says always be prepared. And we should be prepared for
a great day for study.
That was so not my idea, I swear.
Yeah, it was. No, it wasn't. Y'all are really like too cool.
Let's move more.
Hey, Barry. Baby's camera, guys. We're gonna rock at you.
I'm gonna fight him. I see him in your hand.
Guys, seriously, don't.
One of y'all just threw it.
My friend's dad has one of those.
Chief Know-It-All say, you're going to die crying. One more volunteer. Whoa, everybody sit down. Sit That one's Chief Know-It-All say.
He's making Ben.
Okay, Chief Know-It-All say, this man here is a disbeliever. He does not believe. We're going to prove to you that Chief Know-It-All know-it-all. Get in your shoe. He needs your shoe. Clyde. Oh, God! Oh my God, he killed Pip!
He's alive!
Okay. Chief Know-It-All's saying that because you do not believe, he's going to tell your future. He says your future is that one day you will go on a long journey. Without a shoe.
Okay.
I have enough.
Here we go.
Bugler, stand off! Oh dear.
It's Robin Hood minute. It's Robin Hood and their merry men.
I'll find it. You insulted my mom. I'm not going.
Scouts, attention.
I realized that.
Open eye, halt!
I'll give you $1 for it.
Raise the tripod!
All right. Now, Nathan Lawrence will speak.
As you know, we are Robin Hood and his merry men collectively. And it seems that, ironically enough, we've created a situation that we really meant to avoid, in that we are rich because we have all the weather rocks, and you are poor because you have none. So to rectify this situation, we've made you a large rock with our names on it, so that you may remember us.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who's amateur now?
Come on, lad, salute!
Yeah.
Man, man, retreat! Come and go!
Okay, well in that case, do we have a weather report? We don't really have much choice, do we? It's really confused. That's about it. And it apparently has a stick on its head. It also has a head. It'll be sunny. Very sunny. And with the sun, it'll be
a great day for scouting!
That's right, that's right. That's right. Oh, you guys get hit in the back of the head. You said the W. We're going to go old school. When the hat hits the ground, you stop.
Okay. Real champ.
Sorry! Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly.
Our camp director.
Justin Thomas!
Dead turtle this week and peanut butter and jelly this week, so you guys and I have to work on the analogy. We already understand that everybody had a good time. I know the staff had a great time getting to know you guys, and you guys had a great time getting to know the staff. And those are two key elements in having a successful camp. But there's one other thing that the Boy Scouts are a little bit different than any other camp that's out there. And we have one other group of people that we'd like to thank for being here. If you took time off of work or away from your family as an adult to come out here and volunteer, stand up for just a second.
You rock the mark!
These folks really want to make camp happen. This is the only organization where we have this type of structure. I thank you for coming out and helping us have a great time with your boys. And in the morning, we do have a special thank you for you. I look forward to seeing you all again here next year. But for right now, let's have some fun and let's get our MCs back up here. And I want to see you guys do some skits and show us what you learned this week.
Yeah! Paul, you're the man!
Hey, the kid, what up?
Bobby!
Oh, yeah!
Good ball! Adjust that microphone, just with your mouth. Your mouth.
Come on, guys.
Enemy ship sighted.
Enemy ship sighted!
I say so. Enemy ship sighted.
Enemy ship sighted.
Enemy ship sighted! Enemy ship sighted! What do I do now? He wants to know what to do.
What's he want to do?
Well, king and country, he wants to know what to do.
I have to use the bathroom. What do you didn't know what to do?
Tell him to target and fire at the enemy.
Fire at the enemy!
I say so. Fire at the enemy.
Let's fire at him.
You have to fire at the enemy. You don't know how. You don't know how.
You don't know how?
Right, bro. We don't know what he's doing. We don't know how.
You don't know how.
What do you mean he doesn't know how? We've done it a million times. Tell him to hit the button.
Hitting the button.
I say, hit the red button.
Captain wants you to hit the button.
Hit the button. Left over. Hit the button. Hit the button. What button? That button. This button? Yes, that button. Okay. Button, kid. Button when?
You push the button.
We are a button push, huh?
Button push.
We missed! How'd we miss?
How did we miss?
I say, how did we miss, chum?
Captain wants to know how we missed.
How did we miss? You don't know. You don't know.
We don't know.
I do not claim responsibility.
I got diarrhea.
You gotta tell me that. Did he even target the enemy ship?
Did you
Reload and fire.
Uh-oh.
Are you shot?
Well, what we need to do, we need you to change her name and clap at the same time. Real loud
Now,
for it.
now.
On the count of three, okay? 1, 2, 3.
$138. 138.
Good job.
1579.
Good Lord, like stuck in and stuck out.
Hey, let's get that game. Let's speed up.
Kill him, Brian. Attack my nerd minions, attack.
Okay, that's it. You sleep in the tent. I will sleep. Okay. Hey, let's get that guy in the tent. We haven't got him yet.
They like them massaging him. You go.
Yeah!
The Merrymen strike again!
The Merrymen strike again!
I'm not wearing a dress.
As you may have noticed, our troops have a certain affinity for some meteorological measuring devices, and we seem to have stolen them all. But on further recollection of, scout laws and such, we decided that it's really best to give them back. And they're really quite heavy, and we've been running them around the field all week, so we're getting really tired of it. So here's John. He's going to give you the lowdown on how we boosted y'all's rocks and really explode for a while.
We're still missing 2 of them.
Yeah, whatever.
Those aren't coming back.
Those were blankies, they don't
Whatever,
count.
they're in the leg. You guys go get them. Yeah, where's the original? Okay. Alright, this is the very pretty one. This is the first one that was there. That we stole on Monday, I believe. It was quite easy, actually. It was only me and Wesley. We were by ourselves. Stole the entire thing. You guys stink at making weather rocks. Anyway, where's the second one? That's not the second one. That's the second one.
We don't really know.
Actually, no wait, yeah. The second one is actually in the lake somewhere. So we don't have that one.
They got it out.
They got it back? Oh, well, you can have it. We're not going to go get it from you. Anyway. And then, all of a sudden, we found that one had been fished out of the lake, which would be the original. So...
Yeah, that's troop 12.
Yeah. Yes. You got it.
So we stole it back!
Anyway, so we stole it back. And put it in our tent. So, yeah.
And then we stole one and used one, and we don't know where that one is.
Yeah, we stole one and used one.
Yeah, who's confiscated?
Let's get him!
Alright, but anyway, so yeah, y'all can have your weather rocks back, but we're just gonna lay them here, so if the staff wants to come and get them.
No, we're not done with the stories yet.
Oh, never mind.
You guys like live today. Okay, anyway, we stole another one, and we noosed it over there on the bridge, that small bridge lit up over there, and left a ransom note. Apparently never got read.
I know, man.
I read it. Sorry, my fault. I lost it.
I can't believe you, Mike.
Yeah, where's the good food?
We demanded that we had good food, so yeah. Alright, toss it in the lake.
My fault. Sorry about that.
Boom it! Throw the light!
No pressure. I can't stand to fight. I'm not that naive. I'm just out to find the better part of me. More than birds.